All right, we're here on We Found New Music. I'm your host, Grant Owens, and we're joined by the last Bandoleros. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Thank you, Grant.
Thanks.
Thank you for playing some tracks for us. They were incredible. Your current single is Where Do You Go? Please introduce yourselves and the instruments you play in the band.
My name's Jerry, and I play guitar and sing.
My name's Emilio. I play drums and sing.
My name's Derek. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Diego. I play bass and sing.
Cool. Now, you guys have a history of songwriting. You guys all write. How did you guys meet and form the band?
Well, me, Emilio, and Diego are from San Antonio, and I was born and raised there. And then about 9 years ago, moved to New York, where I met Derek, who's a native New Yorker. And just through projects, sort of the studio I grew up in San Antonio, Emilio and Diego currently work in and work with. And going back and forth, I met Emilio and Diego. And then Derek and I, over the last 5-6 years, have been working together, and just kind of all came together for this project.
So you're all spread out. What is the writing process like for you guys?
Hell. It's pretty cool. We just all have 4 acoustic guitars, sit in a circle, and crank songs out. Really, that's the truth.
Well,
that's how
pretty
it
much
works.
because Derek and I live in New York still, and Emilio and Diego are San Antonio. So we'll go to Texas for an extended period of time, have a little songwriting camp, and then Emilio and Diego will come to New York, and in Derek and I's apartment we'll have another camp of songwriting,
Awesome. And then, of course, you have moments like this where you're in LA and you're going to be, recording too and just living and breathing music, huh?
Yes, exactly.
Very cool. Talk a little bit about your sound. It's definitely very original. It's a mix of different influences. Tell me about it.
Yeah. I guess Emilio and Diego probably could talk about.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's always weird, like saying, "What's your sound?" To answer that. But people are saying, Tex-Mex, and there's a foot in country, foot in rock, and Beatle harmonies. So
I think for me, there's this place that we all 3 of us grew up playing in San Antonio called Market Square, and it's literally just like there's 4 different stages all over this little square, and you walk through, and there's Mexican restaurants and stuff, but every stage is playing something different. So it's like they'll have regional music is called Tex-Mex or Tejano music, so there's that going on. Then there's someone playing ZZ Top. Then there's like a Beatles band, and then there's like a country band. So literally, I like to think like if you walk through there somewhere, like that's where we got that sound from, without even thinking about it. I think that's what it is, because we all grew up playing rock, but we were all influenced by that.
Sure.
Texas is just like a hotbed for all kinds of crazy
music.
Right.
Yeah.
And the brothers, your father was a Tejano singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still is.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously was raised around that music, not really influenced by it, but just always around it, So when Jerry asked, to bring accordion in, we called a guy that used to play accordion with my dad and brought him into the band. So
very cool.
Yeah.
And how did you guys decide on the 3-part harmony in the band? You guys have always been singing, or?
It just made sense. Like, let's use all of our weapons, We could all sing, so.
Cool.
Yeah, I think there's a part too that when these guys are in Texas and they're doing their own thing. Derek and I were also doing kind of our own music, and the crazy part is about each of us is we can all sort of front our own bands. Derek had his project in New York. I had my stuff. Emilio and Diego had their own projects. We were all musically doing other things, and it seemed like it's not a typical band where you have like a lead singer and then guys that sort of like do whatever. It's we each are in our own right sort of strong forces musically and vocals and stuff. So it seems why not let all that happen. And in that in itself is a new sound, I think. So
seems to fit you just right. So the current single is Where Do You Go? What's it about? And tell me about the style you're going for in it and the music video as well.
It's about a girl leaving a guy. I think that's what all of our songs are about. You're right. That's what it's about. I think.
Guess. Yeah. I mean, it kind of, sometimes when we write, we'll have ideas that we're like, oh, this is, kind of like the guy's going, get a little liquid courage happening, and he goes and he talks to her, and then, he actually gets her to come back home, and then she leaves before the morning, before he even wakes up. And he's like, well, what the hell? Where'd you go? You know, that was kind of the thing. And then it's also just, you know, embodying that whole like night out, good time party kind of thing.
It's kind of like the third verse to Day Tripper. She's a big teaser. She took me half the way there. That's the whole song.
Yeah, there you go. In one line, yeah.
And I guess Derek will talk about the video since he did it.
Oh yeah. We had a lot of fun making the video. Yeah, we made a video for it. It's kind of, again, reflective of a lot of the influences in the music, the Beatles and the Monkees, and artists with lots of singers and characters in the band. Kind of have a 4-up scenario where
Sounds like you're talking about Kiss.
Yeah, exactly. Kiss. Well, they are our main influence. Yeah. So we did it on a budget and did it ourselves, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Very fun. Cool. Well, so are there going to be more songs coming out?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We'll have an EP out soon.
Very soon.
Excellent. We'll look forward to that. I had a chance to see you for the first time at South by Southwest.
Did you enjoy it?
It was great. You know, I got to see the full set, and you guys really have a unique sound. I think your band was really the only style that I heard at South by that was like that. You know, it's very, very different. So
Thanks.
Awesome.
now you guys recently performed at the 10th anniversary concert for Cherry Tree Records. Tell me about that experience and also being managed by Cherry Tree.
It was a great experience because there's a lot of Cherry Tree Cola around, and also being managed by Cherry Tree. I get free Cherry Tree Cola, so that's really all I like.
It's really
about
good.
it.
No, in all seriousness, no, it was amazing. We're really lucky to have opened that show. There are so many great artists, and as you know, Cherry Tree's roster and history is pretty amazing. And so to be a part of the music company's family is pretty awesome. So it was amazing. It was probably one of the best shows I've ever played in New York. So
Yeah. Well, the Cherry Tree family too is very eclectic, like sound-wise. So I think it's perfect that we're on there because I don't even know what we are.
Yeah.
You know.
And Cherry Tree Cola.
Well, we'll look forward to new work from you guys. Of course, the EP's on the way. So thank you guys so much for joining me, the last Bandoleros,
thank you.
Thanks for having us.
on We Found New Music.